Hi, everyone. I got so busy, I didn't put my thumbnail up. Wow. Okay. Well, hopefully you find me. Normally, I do that way ahead of time. I guess I need to set up my thumbnails a week in advance. I have Mondays and June 13th set up, but I didn't have today's. So welcome, welcome. We'll wait for some people to come in. Hi, Angie. I didn't set up my thumbnail for today. Wow. I have been doing so many different things. I even went and had my eyes checked yesterday, and good news, they're in good shape. I did get some new glasses. This eye changed just a wee bit for the computer. Other than that, they're great. Hi, Willow. Anyway, I've been doing a lot of different things, and I go to come on and I think, I didn't put a thumbnail up for today. Shame on me. Thank you, Angie. That's so sweet of you. You always support my channel. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And I did another unboxing yesterday, and I've been cleaning jewelry and testing some jewelry. But it's all good. It's all good. I like being busy. I like it. And I did get 4 of my junk journals all finished for June 13th. But I have another one in mind, so I think I'm going to do another one. I love making those anyway. And I think I mentioned yesterday, I got some gorgeous cat and sunflower fabric. It's out of this world gorgeous. And I've got sunflower paper. So I think I'll do a cat and sunflower junk journal. Hi, this and that. Welcome. And Ashley. Anyway, I've been so into my crafts and doing a lot of different things. So anyway, I thought, okay, so I don't have a thumbnail. Big deal. Most people know I'm on Saturdays. Yes, the sunflowers are so. Wait till you see this fabric. It is so huge. And I will be making some anything bags out of it also. Yeah. Once the June sale's over, I'm going to get back into the sewing too. That both Pam and I are, planning a lot of things for that day. So anyway, so far I have I have one that's a mystery. The reason why I'm keeping it quiet, I've not seen one even similar on YouTube at all. So I'm going to show that on June 13th. But I have a Victorian one. I have a Western one, horses and a flower one. So anyway, I'm excited about it. So we'll wait for a few more people. Yeah, I think it's going to be fun. And Pam is so creative. She'll have a lot of nice things too. Hi, Martha. Welcome, welcome, everyone. And I do have 2 jewelry bags today. I managed to get one made up this morning and one yesterday. So now yesterday afternoon I decided I need to go get my eyes tested and it was actually just a year. One time I waited, it was 5 or 6 years before I ever went. I just get busy and put it off. But I love the doctor and the assistant at Walmart. Um, I always get my eyeglasses there, and I just have reading glasses, but they're great with all the tests and everything. So anyway, we have 12 in here. You know the routine. Hi, Wai, welcome. You know the routine. I ship out on Tuesday. Once in a while, I'll switch it to Wednesday, like I did this last week because of the holiday. I invoice after each auction. I expect payment within 24 hours unless you have notified me ahead of time. Um, let's see. You have to pay up front for the flat rate boxes. They're $14.75, but you have to fill them within 30 days. I do not have room. All of this stuff has to be stored in my bedroom. And as you can see, this is a very small place. So 30 days is all I will hold those. Let's see. I love the chat. You know, I get so involved in the chat. Sometimes I don't pay attention to what I'm doing, but I love the chat. There's just 3 subjects I don't want anyone talking about. The C word, that's an old subject anymore. No politics, especially right now. And no religion, and that means no particular church. You're welcome to ask for prayer. I will put you in my prayer angel group on Facebook, and I now have 212 members in the prayer angel group. So if you need prayer, feel free to ask me, or if you don't want to do it here in the chat, send me an email. Let's see. On Saturday is the only day I allow quarter increments. I've always done that, and I will continue to do that. It's up to you. And bid what you want. Um, that I try to be very honest with everyone. And like if I start a bid at $10 and somebody puts in 12, I'm only gonna, and no one else bids you, outbids you. I'm gonna charge you my original 10. I'm not gonna go and charge you 12. I'm not gonna take advantage of anyone. I, unless you have flat rate envelope, excuse me, or a flat rate box, I pretty much estimate um, by looking at the jewelry. Some jewelry pieces are heavier than others. If I overcharge you, I always refund. And a lot of people know that because they've gotten a refund. So I don't try to make money off the shipping. Um, Now, if you only buy one item, that's not my problem. I'm sorry. I Once in a while, most everyone is fantastic. So once in a while, I get a complaint. It's up to you. You can buy what you want. Now, uh, the auction, like say on Monday, I usually hold it over because I don't have time to get that ready for that Tuesday. But I will hold it over until the following Tuesday, and then you can add on Friday and Saturday. So I try to make it as easy as possible. But I know sometimes people say, well, I bought something for 3 and you charged me 4. I can't ship unless you're here in California. I can't ship anywhere else for less than $4. I'm sorry. I don't make the shipping rates. So anyway, let's have a good time. Remember, there's no pressure to purchase. You're free to talk amongst yourself, have a good time. Um, it's a no drama auction. I will take care of any trolls or anyone who wants to start trouble. If they want to be negative, they can go somewhere else, not here. So let's start. And I'm going to start with the stainless steel ring. And all my stuff, if I say it's sterling, I test. Now, this ring is really pretty. I just have many. And it is Sleeping Beauty turquoise. It's a size 9. It's stainless steel, and I'm starting it at 17. And that's what I paid for it. Look at that. It's a beautiful ring. It's never been worn. It's a size 9. Angie's in at 17. Thank you, Angie. It is beautiful. Okay, I'll start calling it down. Once. I never did put the set, did I? No, I didn't hit the enter button. Oh boy. I'm starting off really good. I'm going twice. There one. And sold to Angie for $17. Thank you, Angie. Yeah, I squeezed so much in one day. I even ordered groceries and put them away this morning. So, oh, I know one thing I forgot to do about tell you about the drawing. I will do that. I'll put Angie's name in. Thank you so much, Angie. Okay, there are 3 giveaways. The first 2 are jewelry. The third one is $5 off the purchase. And let's put Angie's name in. Angie, I love all your talking videos, but that last one, but you outdid yourself. It was fantastic. Fantastic. Oh, this I've had a while, and I cleaned it today and tested it. It is a spoon ring, but it's gold. And it tested a positive for 10 carats. I'm going to say it's plated. Because I'm not 100% sure if it has a base metal or not. But, and I'll give you a size in a minute. I'm going to start this at 15. But I am going to say it's 10 carat plated. But it did test positive for 10 carat. It's a size 8. And I thought it was very unusual. We get a lot of silver tone or silver plated, but I have never seen gold tone like this. But it did test positive for 10 carat. Very pretty. I know a lot of people like spoon rings. And it's very comfortable, very smooth inside. I like it. I like it. I like it. Actually, did I say it was an 8? Yeah, it's a 9. It's a 9. Very nice. Hi, Pamela. Welcome. How are you today? Hi, Joanna. I'm just lurking in the background. I'm in the print. Oh, I sent you another picture, Joanna. When you have time, you can look at it. Anyway, starting bid is 15 if there's any interest. If not, we can pass on that one. No problem. Let's do a jewelry bag. And you know the routine with these. They're all wearable, and I start them at 15. And by the way, if anyone wants a medium flat rate craft box, let me know. They're $45, and that includes the shipping. And that it cost me $14.75 to ship those, and they're heavy. That there's lots of stuff in there, lots of good stuff, and I think I've sold about a total of 4 of them over the last, say, 6 to 8 months. I don't know. I lose track of time. Anyway, I'm going to start showing. If there's no interest, I will quit. They are all wearable. And I did clean this one. This is kind of a copper color. I put very little plastic in them. Every once in a while, yeah, you get some plastic, but I don't put a lot of plastic. Look at this. This is really pretty. I like that heart. These are glass pearls. Vintage has this barrel through clasp. These are some faceted, those are glass, faceted bead necklace. Hi, Pam. How are you today? Here is a stretch. This is pretty. Pink. They're all wearable, but you know, if there's some pieces that you want to use for craft, you know, you buy it, it's your bag. This is different. Very pretty. It's like a little leaf at the end. And we have this bracelet. I'll show a few more pieces. We have some earrings. Now these earrings here are really different. They're not wood. When I first seen them, I thought they were wood, but they're not. Oh, no, they're cool. They're not stone. I know that. Well, I don't know 100%, but I don't think they are. Okay, 2 more things. This is artisan made. Very nice necklace. Let's see. What do I want to show you? This is pretty. Has a bow on it. This and that's in at 15. And show a few more. Here's some earrings. These are nice earrings. Well, let's do them that way. Those are nice. And let's see. Look at these earrings. I thought these were cool. And all the earrings are paired up. There are no single earrings in here. And when I did the unboxing, I thought there was a single earring, but I found the other one. No, that was a good lot. Sometimes, you know, when they're all together, things get separated. But okay, I will call it for Kathleen. Going once, this and that for 15. Going twice. Caroline. Hi, Robin. How are you? Sold to this and that for 15. Thank you. I'll put your name in. Put everything back in here so I don't lose anything. Okay. Let's get her name in. There we go. Now, the next one. This was um, in the unboxing I did yesterday. And the pendant itself is sterling. And I cleaned it and tested it, but the chain is not. I'm sure this was not the original chain. But it's pretty nice piece. And it actually looks nice on this chain. But this here is sterling. I think that's stone, but I don't know 100%. And I'm starting this at 12. Hi, Lena. Oh, that's good. Your puppy's eyes doing better. How are you feeling, Robin? I know you haven't been feeling very well. But this is really pretty. And if you would rather, if you bought it and you want to put it on a sterling chain, that's an easy thing to do. This is cool. But it is on a nice chain. And starting bid is 12 for this one. And yes, why I have my chocolate. I have to be really feeling sick to take a nap. I feel worse after taking a nap. Yeah, me too. If I took a nap, I'd be awake even if I go to bed at 8 or 9 o'clock, then I'm awake at 2 in the morning. So I go to bed late. Then I sleep all night. Other than potty breaks. Okay, we'll pass on that one. And if you change your mind, you can always let me know. I have this watch and it's beautiful. And I was really disappointed. I put a new battery, cleaned it, and there's the three, if you can see right there, the three came off. And I don't want to take the chance and take the insides out and ruin it. It is beautiful. Originally, I was going to start it at $15. Generally, I don't sell things that maybe have something wrong with them. It works beautifully. It looks beautiful. I'm going to start this at 8 just because of that flaw. But remember, um, and you can still see the 3. I do not know why. I think they actually put the numbers in metal and then put a covering like. But it is beautiful. Mm. I usually I'll go to bed and turn something on YouTube, and before you know it, I wake up and a whole new video is up because I've slept through the other one. Anyway, I love this watch. Look at it. And the rest of it's mint condition. So I thought I'd offer it. And if I don't sell it for 8, I will keep it myself. Yeah, really gorgeous. Okay, we'll pass on that one. Let's see what else. Oh, I do have that Elizabeth Taylor one. Why don't we show that one? It's Elizabeth Taylor White Diamond brand. I even have a book um, of Elizabeth Taylor's, all about her. Kind of cool. Anyway, I'm starting this at 15. It is gorgeous. I did put a new battery, but it doesn't look like it's ever been worn. It's just that somebody bought it or received the gift and did not pull the stem out. This is beautiful. And it still has the paperwork in there, bottom. I love this watch. Like I said, this is another one. If it doesn't sell at 15, I'll keep it. But you look this price up on this, and you're not going to get it anywhere for $15. Okay, we will pass on that. That will be mine. Oh, now this one I showed one other time, and it's been tested. It also has small diamonds. It is sterling. The chain is hallmarked. The pendant itself is not. But I tested both. It is sterling, and I have a diamond tester. There are small diamonds in there. And I'm starting this at $20. And the diamonds alone are worth more than that. It is gorgeous. Even the back of it. Very, very nice. Like I said, the chain is marked, hallmarked, but I did test both. And it is genuine. I love pendants, and one thing about pendants, you can stack them too. You know, you can like wear a larger um, necklace, beaded, or even some statement pieces along with this. Okay, we'll pass on that one. My granddaughter's into gold right now. Otherwise, I would have kept this for her. But she's into gold right now. For a long time, she was into sterling, and now it's gold. Okay, let's do the other jewelry bag while I'm thinking about it. The same routine. Starting bid is 15, and they're all wearable. I will start showing, and if there's no interest, then I will quit. I did put a vintage piece in there, rhinestone, in great condition. These are some glass faceted beads. Whoops, dropping things too. These are long. These are glass. And they're faceted beads. Mm. These are kind of some fun earrings. Look at those. On the shoulder dusters. And I put this is a very long chain, but it's in beautiful condition. You can double it. Or if, say, you wanted to replace a chain on another necklace. This one's really different. And this one's not, also it's not plastic. Actually, on this one, I would remove this here and put it on a chain and just wear the bead necklace. I don't think they're plastic. There's a possibility. Okay, that one. And then this is acrylic. Okay, let's see. One more piece. And I do have some earrings in the back and the bottom of that one. Those are glass. Let's see here. Let me. Oh, let me show you this one. Look at this statement piece. That one's in there. Okay, I don't see any interest, so. Hi, Andrew. Welcome. We'll put all those back. Hi, Carol. Yes, I was happy, and it said something about a single earring. I found it, Carol. I found it. Yes, I'm very happy, Carol. Thank you. I'm glad you watched the video. Oh my gosh, you walked over 10 miles on ice. That's right. Andrew's in Alaska, if I remember correctly. Okay, if you change your mind on the bag, you can let me know. And the next one, let's see, what do we have in the bag here? Oh, I know these. I think I bought these from Ella. It says Aspen hand dipped 24 karat. Well, I tested them, and I only have 10 and 14 karat. But they tested positive for 10 karat. So I'm going to start these at $8. They're really cute. Little leaf earrings. But like I said, they tested positive for 10. I do not believe that they're 24 karat. Because they didn't test positive for the 14. They tested positive for the 10. Which I actually like 10 karat gold better, especially if you're working. When I was married and I worked in the nursing home, uh, I wore a wedding band, but I got the 10 karat because 10 karat is much stronger. And as many times as nurses have their hands in water and, we're rough on jewelry. Anyway, they're kind of cute, really. I just might have to wear them. They're cute little beads. Okay, let's see here. Let's do this bracelet. Just walking in the ice. Oh, I don't like to walk in ice. I fractured my tailbone in Idaho in black ice. No, I'll remember that. I was so black and blue, and I went to work with pain. Anyway, here is this bracelet, fold over clasp. This is a vintage piece. I did clean this, and I'm going to start this at 4. I had snow boots on, but boy, in the ice, you're brave, Andrew. Although you live in Alaska, you're used to it. But uh, I had snow boots on, still slipped. Down I went. Angie's in at 4. Thank you, Angie. Going once. Angie. Right. Going. And sold. You know, YouTube was so busy yesterday. Normally I get, because I have fast service, it took me all night to get that unboxing video up. It was so slow. Okay, let's put Angie's name in. So I like to actually, I can't do my unboxings on StreamYard, but I like doing videos on StreamYard, and then I can upload them to my computer, and they go up so fast. That StreamYard is getting extremely busy. Okay. Now, let's see here. I have a neat hematite and elephant. This elephant is ice cold. It is stone. I'm starting this one at 10. This is beautiful. And I said the other day, well, I think yesterday, I don't like hematite by itself, but when they put it with stone, it's fantastic. Thinking of going this time to sleep outside. Oh, wow. I'm sure you have warm gear. Now, when I lived in Idaho, I used to do the layering because it kept you warmer than just one heavy jacket. Hey, Lisa, good to see you. I was worried about you yesterday. I thought maybe you were ill. Okay, going once to Lisa for 10. Going twice. Caroline. Oops, I got a W in there. So to Lisa for 10. Thank you, Lisa. And we'll put Lisa's name in. Nope. Oh, I have something. I know collectors would be interested in this. I don't know if anyone's got here, but I'm going to show it anyway. I checked. It's 1931, Indiana County track and field meet. The one similar to it uh, that I seen was $99. I did clean it. 19. 31. This has been a long time. It does say something else on it. Inter something, school, something. Anyway, track and field meet. So this was awarded to somebody in 1931. Now I'm going to start it at 25. I have no idea if anyone would even want something like this. If not, I will put it on eBay. That I seen one from Illinois or somewhere, but it was listed for $99. The magnet does not stick to it, so I don't know if it's brass or copper. The chain sticks to it, but the metal itself does not. If there's any interest, it's different. And this is a kind of piece that only a collector, somebody who likes this type of thing or who just likes to collect old pieces. And it's like collectors are of antiques and stuff, just like a different breed. Years ago, many years ago, I had this very old, I can't remember who made it, bracelet. And when I listed it on eBay, I listed all the flaws. To me, it was in horrible shape. And I pretty much said that. And there was a bidding war over that. I could not believe. I think I started it at like $10. And it almost sold for almost $100. And so the collectors must have known something I didn't know. Hi, Laura. Welcome. And I was absolutely amazed at how much they did that. Okay, we can pass on this one. I'll just, do you think the chain is, I don't know because the chain is, they've got this hooked on the chain so you can't move it. So I have no idea. It matches well, but there's no way of knowing if it's the original. But this part is what's really worth. That's the part that's the value. Because I can't say if the chain's original. Okay, we'll pass on that one. And like I said, there's no interest. I'll just put it on eBay. This is a cute bracelet. It is, let's see, it does have crystals. I did check it over, but I'm checking it again. It has horses. I think it's cool. I'm starting this at 5. And I will be really soon. As soon as I finish the junk journal sale, I will be doing another horse and a jewelry art, and it's going to be a Palomino horse. Hi, Shirley. The starting bid is 5 on this one. It's in great condition. I love the clasp. That is so nice. And these are large enough, especially with nails. Oh, they're easy to open up. Thank you, everyone, for being here. There's 22 people in here, and I know there's a lot of other auctions going on, so I appreciate you guys. Okay, we can pass on that one. Oh, I have 2 pairs of earrings. I don't show a lot of earrings, but look at these. These look like a zebra. I'm just going to start these at $2. There's 2 pairs. And I added another pair because I didn't just want to sell the zebras alone. Aren't those cute? They're for pierced ears. And then these here. And that could be tiger's eye. So I have not seen zebra earrings before. I thought they were cute. Yep. Okay. I don't see any inches. We will just pass on those. I have a Monet bracelet. It has a fold-over clasp, and it says Monet there. You can see it. And I'll give you a measurement in a minute. I'm going to start this at 4. A lot of people also collect Monet. I do not, except I bought a Monet lot once because there was one bracelet that I wanted. So I kept the bracelet and sold the rest of the pieces. Let me give you a measurement on this one. It measures 7.5 inches. But we have blue sky here. It's a little breezy here, but California has good weather. That's one thing I can say about it. One good thing. The rest of it, skeleton. Now I just noticed originally there was a safety chain with it, and the safety chain is missing. That's no big deal. You can not that hard to put a safety chain. And I did clean this today in jewelry cleaner. But see, the safety chain went there. Okay, I don't see any inches. I have another bracelet. This one's new. This, fashion piece of jewelry. But it is brand new. I'm going to start this one at 3. So do you guys have a storm warning? There's certainly been a lot of storms. It has a lobster clasp. It's gold tone. And I should give you a measurement. Okay, let's get this open. Hmm. Well, we're going to pass on this one. It's not opening. Grandma, our state is in the storm hit. Oh, let's see, Bengals. So I just got. Can you show me that lot of all the? You want all the thin Bengals, Joanna? Yeah. After the auction, I'll take a picture of all the Bengals and then I'll send them to you. And okay, because you know what I think of thin Bengals. I make no bones about it. And I know a lot of people love them and actually even do, crafts with them. This is a neat bracelet. I like this one. I did not test it. I'm thinking those beads. It's hard to tell if they're cold because the metal is cold. But this is a beautiful bracelet. I'm going to start this at 6. And let me give you a measurement. It has a nice lobster clasp. It's in mint condition. And it can go 7.5, 8, and 9. With a half sizes in between. So you've got a lot of choices there. Angie's in at 6. Thank you, Angie. Oh, yeah, a lot of terrible storms. I think the Lord's trying to tell us something. You're warning. And sold to Angie for $6. Thank you, Angie. And we'll put Angie's name in. And tomorrow I will be spending the day wrapping jewelry. Can you believe today is June 1st? Rent time again. There we go. Yeah, that's true. Well, I don't think we can complain about drought in California this year. Although there'll be somebody complaining. Kind of like when it's too cold, people complain it's too cold. Then when it's too hot, I think us humans are never satisfied. This is really a pretty necklace. See if I can get it untangled like I should. It has 3 strands. It is pretty. And These are cold. It's not plastic. I'm going to start it at 5. It has a lobster clasp. And let's see. It is got the big T on it for Talbot. Mhm. Well, we don't get our heat until about August. We have 26 in here. Wow, thank you, everyone. Hi, Sue. Welcome. We'll pass on that one. Stop something again. Okay. I showed this yesterday. This is pretty heavy, but it's, I think, unique. I think it's beautiful. But then we all have different style. Look at that. I think that's gorgeous. I am going to start this at 6. It is a heavy piece. And I think, yeah, the logo doesn't actually have words on it, so I don't know what it stands for. The clasp on here is the shape of a heart. I like how they did that. It's very, very pretty. And you put it up to, let's see. Nice. Okay, I don't see any answers. Let's pass on that one. Ooh. Now, this one. I'm starting up. Elaine, you want the necklace? It is yours. For 6. Thank you, Elaine. I'll put your name in. I have a tiger's eye set that's just absolutely. Thank you, Elaine. I'll put your name in. There we go. Now I'm starting this at $25, and when you see it, you'll know why. And the wire on the earrings is 925. It is hallmarked, and I did test it. It is sterling. It's a beautiful set. This is the necklace. This is the bracelet and the earring. And this is sterling. And it has been tested. These are beautiful tiger's eye. Man, it's ice cold. The bracelet is stretch. Beautiful set. If you like a tiger's eye, this is one gorgeous piece. A lot of work to this and a lot of tiger's eye. Again, I like the earring. And it's nice that they put sterling silver. Excuse me. Okay, we'll pass on that set. And next one. I have a watch. This one doesn't have a brand. I cleaned it, put a new battery. Beautiful watch. I'm going to start this at 8. And let's see, what's it say? Love makes this world. I like this. Has little angels on it, has hearts. Very nice piece. Okay, we'll pass on that one. I'm going to do it. I have another watch here. I'm dumping things as usual. This is what's that one I wasn't familiar with? My stronger loop is in the other room. Can't see that. Well, it has a stainless steel back. Guess this doesn't have a brand, but look at how beautiful it is. And I did put a new battery. This is adjustable, so you can make it any length you need. And I'm going to start this one at 6. Okay, we'll pass on that one. And let's do this one. This is wire wrapped. I do not know That is cold. I don't know what it is. That's kind of pretty. Going to start this at 5. Hope you're having a good day, Elaine. There is the back. There is front. Very nice. Okay, I don't see any interest in that one. And we have a cuff bracelet here. Very different. I'm going to start this at 3. In beautiful condition. And this looks brand new. Really nice. Very nice. Hi, Kim. How are you doing? Kim's in at 3. Going once, Kim. Going twice. Fair warning. And sold to Kim for $3. Thank you, Kim. Put your name in the bowl. And you can always watch the replay. And if you see something that you like it, and if it hasn't sold, buy it like that. Okay. Oh, I'm so glad you love everything, Kim. That makes my day. Try to, offer the best I can and best prices I can. This is a nice statement piece, and what I like about this one is the chain, because it's very comfortable chain. And this, I think this is express. Yeah, I showed this one other time. I'm going to start this at 5. It's a nice piece. Need to move these over. Don't mind me. I'm trying to move these in the right position. Okay. If it sells when I pack it up, I always make sure everything is straight and no tangles. And beautiful piece. Okay, I don't see any interest. Here's another bracelet. I like this one. I like this, I guess, the bling, the sparkle. I'm going to start this one at 3. It's got a good amount of stretch. There's no damage. Very nice. Is everybody asleep? No one's talking. You got to talk, guys. You don't have to buy, but you got to talk. I like to see the chat moving. No pressure to buy, but you have to talk. Oh, okay. I have, this is the one that's the brand I never heard of. I think it's Dinca. I think that's the C. Anyway, it's a beautiful watch. It has angels on it. Gorgeous piece. I'm going to start this at 8. And I showed it one other time, and that's what I started it at. It has a fold over clasp. And I put new batteries in all my watches. So when I show a watch, they're working. I know there are sellers who just sell watches that whether they work or not, I do not. Hi, Bethany. Bethany's in at 8. Oh, thank you, Elaine. I try to pack everything really well and safely because I know how the post office handles stuff. Not very careful. Once to Bethany for 8. And I know they have millions of packages and stuff, but still, it's scary. I don't want my stuff delivered damaged. And sold to Bethany for $8. Thank you so much. So I do the best I can. We'll put Bethany's name in. Because once in a while, I get some really good watches in from the lady I buy from. So once in a while, in a lot, I get a watch, and I've had to throw some away because they don't work, even after I put a new battery in. So I make sure, that they're running when I sell them. Thank you, Elaine. I appreciate that. I said I'm not perfect, but I sure try my best. This is a wild bracelet, but I like it. Look at this one. I've showed it about 3 times, so I am going to lower it and start it at 3. Look at all those colors. And the metal on this is really nice. Oh, really? Okay. I'll save them for you, Kim. Now, Irene used to do that. Irene and Leo. That I'll save them for you. Starting bid is 3 on this. If there's any, let's see, get this on. Look at that. I think something like these larger ones or wider ones, especially if your arms are long, I think they're great. Um, Funny, I did measurements years ago because I used to, sew my own clothes. And my arms and legs are the only thing that's really short. From here down, I measure like a standard average woman, but I have short arms and short legs. Kim's in at 3. I'm going to start counting it because I don't see any other interest. They always have to hem pants and even shorten the length on the long sleeve. Sold to Kim. Thank you, Kim. I'll put your name in. And remember, on Monday on my channel, it's me and Pam Treasure. And we do, a variety sale then. Now, let's see. Let's show this. These are really nice. And I've showed this one other time. And I think it's a combination of glass and not sure if those are wood. They remind me of wood, but I can't say for sure that they are. But I think there's glass and wood in this necklace. But I love the fall colors. And I'm just going to start this at 3 because I have showed it before. And I do have new inventory coming in next week. But if you make jewelry or you do crafts, I love the color of this piece. This is a great fall piece. And the way the days go by so fast, it's summer, fall, doesn't take long. Okay, I don't see any interest. And next, I have a pendant. And I did clean this one this morning. I think this one came from my unboxing that I did yesterday. And it's a pretty little heart. I'm going to start this at 4. Is it your favorite season? I think spring and fall are my favorite ones. I don't like winter because I most of my life I've lived in the snow country, Let's see what this. Yes, that says something. Guess not. I thought it did, maybe. It does, but I can't read it. Let's see, fossil. I don't think this is the original chain for this. Oh, and he's in it for. I'm so busy trying to read it. Oh, this is Avon. I don't think this is the original chain. We have these huge gold earrings. Yes, I do. Hi, Southern Belle. Would you like me to show those earrings? I can go get them real quick. Fair warning. And sold to Angie for $4. Thank you, Angie. I will. As soon as I put Angie's name in, I'll run in. They're just on the other side of my room divider, actually. I will go get them. Okay. There we go. Let me run and get them. Whoops. See if I can find them. Wow. Hang on. Hang on. Okay. Well, I separated stuff. I'm not sure where I put them. Great. Um, I'll find them and I can send you a picture. I did separate some of the stuff this morning. If you want, I'll send you a picture, Lisa. Okay. I have jewelry all over. Okay. I'm going to show this one again and started at 3. Yeah, I have jewelry. I was sorting jewelry. I try to separate certain things, earrings from necklaces, and I have to be very organized in a small place. I'm going to start this at 3. This is neat. It says, I love gardening. Any of you gardeners out there, Oh, oh, wonderful. Well, I'm glad I mean, they're huge. They are huge, but I know some people love those really huge ones. I don't like really, really tiny earrings, but I don't like super huge. Never have. Okay, we'll pass on that brooch. And let's see this one here. Um, this is cool. It says sister. I get necklaces like the old Gami. This one's not Hallmark, but it's similar. But this is a bracelet. And it says sister in there. I'm going to start this at 5. And you got lots of choice for length. And if you need it even shorter, this is an easy one to shorten. This is cool. Trying to see what else it has inside. Has a heart, has a cross, has a little stone, a little crystal, a 4-leaf clover. What else? Get my ears wearing. Oh wow! Well, in my earlobe, the holes are really low, and I have to be careful. I can't wear real heavy earrings. I don't know why. When I had them done, why they put so close, so low, I should say. Anyway, this is cool, different. I have not seen the bracelet. I've seen, a lot of necklaces, but okay, we can pass on that one. I didn't get my ears pierced until I was in my 40s. I just wore the clip earrings. This is a beautiful statement piece. I think it says mica. Pretty. I like this one. I'm going to start this one at 6. So what's Southern Belle up to lately? Are you still doing auctions? With my crazy schedule, I don't get around to everyone. I try sometimes, but I love the color on this. And look at how they did that. So different. These two, I mean, all three are different. Love it. Oh, you have 3. Oh, 3 for a week. Yeah, I was doing 5. I went down to 3 because I wanted to get back to doing some of my DIYs and doing what I first started to do when I started YouTube. It's been over 5 years now since I started on YouTube, almost 6. And doing auctions 5 days a week didn't allow me enough time to do some of my other DIYs, which I love. And there is the back. Okay, we can pass on that one. That looks nice. Oh, thank you, Southern Belle. Well, you just have to keep going. Sometimes things get rough, but you just have to never give up. That's my advice to anyone. Never give up. I love this statement piece here. Look at the bling. I'm going to start this at 6. There was, what was it, almost 3 years ago. Crazy me. I had an infection I didn't know of after my surgery, and I did an auction with 103 fever, 102, 103. Can't remember exactly. And I felt awful, but I made it through. My son said to me, Mom, what were you thinking? And I said, I guess I wasn't. But I still went on with my auction. Oh, thank you, Angie. Yeah, I like to make this fun. You know what? You can't always buy. I do this to supplement my Social Security. I can't always buy. I do buy to resell, and once in a while I buy pieces, for myself. So I understand. I don't want anyone to ever feel pressured. I seen somebody yesterday, and I'm not mentioning auctions, I'm not mentioning the person, but the host had somebody on there with her, and I was lurking. I'll be real honest. I was lurking. And that person kind of made a remark when no one bought, and I thought, it's not right. It's not right at all. You know, I said, I'm sure if somebody watches the replay and they're not going to like my remark, that I don't ever want anyone to feel like they were pressured. You know, life gets tough at times, and um, now I'm on a gluten-free, dairy-free diet, and the food is twice as expensive. I do have to cook more now, but um, a loaf of bread, I bought some today. A loaf of bread that I get on Amazon on or Amazon Fresh. It's almost $6 a loaf, and they're little loaves, little tiny loaves. And the bread's delicious, by the way. But things are really high, so I just want everyone to come in, have fun, goof off. You see something, of course, it's great. But now groceries are terrible. And I was reading where California has the highest grocery prices, and I thought, oh, lovely. Tell me some more news. Oh, okay. I've showed this before. I'm going to just start this at, let's just start this at $3. Yeah. But I can say one thing: if you have any inkling of that your stomach is bothering you, I I've had stomach problems for more than 2 years. The doctor never suggested anything but tests. But I decided that reading up on gluten, and so I put myself on a gluten-free, dairy-free diet. I've lost 22 pounds. Plus, my stomach is 99.9% improved. Yeah, yeah. You don't, Kim. You don't waste one little slice. But I think two slices are 140 calories. So, like in the morning, I will cook me an egg and then have, and these slices are very little, but the bread is good, I have to say. Well, thank you, Angie. I've got, I've decided I've got 20 more to go, and I walk better. I feel better. So I allow myself popsicles, fruit bars, and I have these, mints that are individually wrapped, and I'll allow myself 3 a day. But other than that, I've yes, my stomach. I've had stomach problems for. Well, I do still have a hernia too, but I've had stomach problems really worse since the hernia repair and then the infection I got. And I've had the test and all the bits, everything. But doctor never suggested, well, maybe change your diet or something. And yeah, I do feel better. Yep. Weight is weight is terrible, and I was enjoying too much ice cream, and I have a sweet tooth. I'll admit it. I love candy. I love ice cream, cookies, you name it. It's worth. I don't even. When I started feeling better, I don't even miss all the junk food I was eating. No, it's to be in pain every single day. Bad enough, I deal with leg pain because I have lymphedema. But to have my stomach feel better and to see I'm losing weight because I was never this heavy in my life. I got heavier than I was when I was pregnant with my kids. So yeah, it is worth it. Anyway, the starting bid is free if there's any interest. If not, I don't care. I'm just going to put it aside. Um, yeah, it's worth. It really is. That, like I said, uh, and I get this gluten free. I do have gluten free flour, and then I get this. It's gluten free. Like you make hot cakes or biscuits or whatever. And I found something really good that I like because you can get like the real thin beef, the breakfast steak, really really thin, and I will roll it in this biscuit. Well, it's not biscuit, but pancake and flour, and then fry it, and it's so good. So, and I make hot cakes in the morning with that. So anyway, I've just kind of had to change what I eat. I, I got into a habit because of, auctions and being hungry and just grabbing junk food, which is not good. But it's the gluten that was killing my stomach. Okay, look at this bracelet. I'm going to start this at 3. I have shown this one before too. It is a clamper. I like the way they shape this one, and it fits your wrist better. And I did check, I tried the gluten free, dairy free ice cream. I gave up ice cream. It's horrible. It's horrible. I said, I'll stick to popsicles. Oh, this is pretty. Yeah, that was a pretty bracelet. I didn't see any interest. This is pretty. This is very feminine. Very pretty. I like this. Let me make it longer so you can see it. And you can put a extender on this one too. This is really pretty. I'm going to start this at 4. It has a lobster clasp. Oops, that was smart. Okay, I didn't have it closed. It didn't close it good on the flash. Very pretty. And you could put an extender on this. I would say this is vintage. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, we'll pass on that one. I have another watch, and I think this one is really small. I don't like them when I get them when they're that small. This is Anne Klein. It's really pretty. You know somebody who has a really small wrist, about 5.5 inches. And I'm just going to start this one at $4 because it is so small. I put a new battery, and I do buy the batteries in large lots. So if somebody said to me one day, how do you make anything when you put new batteries in? Well, I do get good prices on my batteries. Yeah, it's a beautiful watch. That evidently the person who had it had a really small wrist, and she had it made smaller for her because they don't sell them this tiny. Brand new. You're not gonna. You have to take it to somewhere and have it made smaller. But it is nice. Just wish it was larger. That would fit my granddaughter's wrist. But most kids don't wear watches anymore. A lot of people don't because they have their phones. I like I like the appearance of them. I don't necessarily wear them for the time. I just like the way they look. And let's see, this one is kind of cool. This is different. But again, if you make jewelry, if you do art of any kind, this is great. It has matching earrings. These are cold. This is not plastic. Let's see if I can get that scooted over here. And look at this. Is there batteries you buy for you? I buy a variety, but the one that I use the most is the 377. It's the most common. I mean, so many watches that I get take that size, but I do have a variety. And I have the, you know, tools to take them, take the backs out, put the backs back on, and once in a while I get a real stubborn one. I can't. I hate that. Most of the time I don't have any problem. But I love working with the watches. I don't know. It's something that intrigues me, I guess. I'm just going to start this at 4, but I enjoy. This reminds me of Southwestern. It's a story by David C. I something. I don't know. Evidently, the brand is Story. That's an odd brand sometimes. Okay. I'm just looking at the possibilities. This actually would, this would be neat. Take this apart, put a clasp on it, and you could use that for a purse, a zippered purse, one of my anything bags. Yeah, I look at jewelry with all the other possibilities, not just to wear. I do take jewelry apart. Okay, I have this is a nice, this is the number for the battery, right on the battery. Yes, it is. Yep. Now, if you know somebody with a large wrist, this is beautiful. This is all enamel. And let me give you the measurement. And, you know, especially people with arthritis, they can't wear tight jewelry. This is 3 inches. Normally, they're 2.5 or 2.25. Um, I'm just going to do a starting bid at $2 on this. It's nice. It's beautiful. I don't want to throw it away. And it just, you know, if you know someone who could wear it or you could wear it yourself, I would rather have someone have it than me tossing it. I don't usually put this type of thing in my craft boxes or bags. Bethany's in it too. Okay, I'm going to start calling it. Thank you, Bethany. And sold to Bethany for $2. Thank you so much. Like I said, I hated to just toss it, but it is beautiful. So Bethany, put Bethany's name in. Okay. Now I've also showed these stretch rings are fantastic. If I didn't have so many rings, I'd probably keep some of these. But there are 5 of them. And I'm just starting them at $5. And that is for all 5. And look at that. Let me take my rings off and show you what they look like on. Okay, that's number 1. And they look brand new. These don't look like they've been worn. That one's really nice. I mean, they're all nice. And that one. So that's a great deal because most of the time, even on auctions, they sell these anywhere from $3 to $5 each. That I just need them to go. I think that one and let's see, where is that one? I think that one and this one are my favorite. But look at that. Very classy. Really is. Very pretty. So we have 5 rings. Starting it is 5. Okay, I don't see any interest. My next item. Oh, I know. Did I test this one? Let me think. I usually write it down. I've never showed this ring before. So it says 925, but I don't think it is. So I'm not gonna. I should have tested it, but I'm not gonna sell it as 925. But it's the metal on it's nice. It is a size 8. There's no tarnish. Oh, Angie, you want the rings? Let's see. Okay, let me write it down here and then I'll find them afterwards. The rings are sold to Angie for 5. No, put your name in again. I'm glad. They're going to a good home. And they're perfect too for you if, some days you have swelling. I don't know. I know you have it, but I don't know if you have it in your fingers. Okay. This ring. Yeah. And, I knew a lady many, many years ago. And she had rheumatoid arthritis and her fingers were all just distorted. And she loved jewelry. And her daughter used to get her the adjustable rings. And even if she couldn't use her hands, she loved the beauty of the rings. And it was neat that, you can get the adjustable. This is a size 8. And I'm just going to sell it as a fashion ring because I did not test this one. And I'm going to start it at 5. And it's kind of unique. It's different. And this one actually could be unisex. A guy could wear this too. That could be blue topaz. Kim's in at 5. Thank you, Kim. We start counting it. Going once to Kim for 5. Oh, twice. Oops, I got a 2 in there. Fair warning. And sold Kim for $5. Thank you, Kim. Okay. Now let's put Kim's name in. Okay. Now, I don't know if anyone would like just a plain bangle, but it's very pretty. I used to love wearing these. Look at that. There is, which amazes me. Most of the time when you receive bangles like this and they've been worn, they have scratches. Look at how pretty that is. I'm going to start this at 5. So I would say I doubt if anyone wore it. If they did, they didn't sit at a desk and type, or uh, they didn't wear it while they were working. But it is beautiful. And let me give you a measurement. My wrist is just an average size wrist, and it's very comfortable on me. So it is almost 2.5, not quite. Lisa's in at 5. 21. Lisa, 5. Going twice. Fair warning. And sold to Lisa for $5. Thank you, Lisa. And remember, I still have one jewelry bag that didn't sell. If anyone's interested in it, I'll put Lisa's name in. And I have the Elizabeth Taylor brand new watch for $15. If anyone's interested in that. Oh, Kim, you want the, where is it? Here it is. You want this bag, Kim? He said thanks. So I think, see. Yes, okay. Let me put your name on it. Thank you, thank you. And again, if anyone's interested in one of my craft medium flat rate boxes, let me know. They're $45, but that includes the shipping. And it cost me $14.75 to ship those. But I like, I do keep stuff from my jewelry art that we all accumulate craft pieces. Also, I put pieces in there that are wearable. I just don't feel like there's something that my people would like to buy as far as wearing, that they're great for crafts. It's not that, they're junk, because I don't put dirty, junky stuff in there, but they are craft items. But some of them are still wearable. And I don't put loose beads in there. I don't just throw a bunch of loose beads. And I get disappointed when I off and on, I'll try to find, just the backup from, because I love the seller that I buy from. And I'm always so disappointed with other sellers that they'll just throw dirty junk in there. And I know Pam's had the same problem, and probably a lot of you have. Um, Sometimes some of the stuff's not even good enough for crafts. Anyway, I like this one. I think this one is beautimous. Starting bid is 5 on this. So I don't just throw a lot of loose beads, because who has the time to try to go through a box and collect all the beads that you can actually do something with? If they put them in a Ziploc or something, that's different. But some of them, they'll just throw them in. Anyway, I love the color on this piece. That is so pretty. And pieces like this are also good for journaling. You take these apart. Jewelry art. And look at, see, hang on, it's big. What do you think? Okay, I don't see any interest. I'm going to go just about another 15 minutes, and then I will do the giveaway. Oh, I guess I got to break down and do an earring lot. And you know why I don't do a lot of earring lots? Because I can't ship them unless I wrap each pair. Do I have a problem? I worry that they're going to get broken. And so I don't show a lot of earrings because it's the most boring job in the world is to wrap 15 or 20 pairs of earrings. Anyway, I'm going to start this bag at $8 and I'll start showing. If there's no interest, then I quit. These are lovely hoops, beautiful hoops, no tarnish. And I make sure they all have backs. And if the backs are old and dirty, I send you new ones. These are really different. These are glass. Look at those. Oh, I see some DNA too. Oh, great. I make sure you don't get DNA. Here's another glass one. Okay, let me empty the bag here. Yeah. Here. That one. These are more nice hoops. Look at these. I'd wear those. Those are neat. Okay. And there's some more little hoops. These are cute. Those are cute. And those. Well, these are different. Kind of neat. Here's some bling. And heart. These are exceptionally pretty. Look at those. I like those. Okay. Those. I didn't even count these. I have no idea how many they're in. That I don't do earring lots very often. Elaine came in at 8 and him at 9. Elaine's back at 10. These are kind of neat. Let's see here. Did I miss anything? Oh, these are pretty too. Let's see. I think I got everything. And then these. So Kim is high at 11. And like I said, they all come with backs. If I check the original backs and they look not nice to me, I remove that and put a new back on them. I am picky with earrings. I know it. Actually, maybe I'm just picky. But I'm not sending anyone some dirty earrings or dirty backs. Thank you, Southern Belle. Okay, going once to Elaine, and thank you, Kim, for bidding. Going twice. Fair warning. And sold to Elaine for $12. Thank you, Elaine. I know I should do more earring lots because I have lots of earrings, but I told you why. Let's put Elaine's name in. Okay. I have another cuff bracelet. There we go. And look at that. There are no missing stones. I'm just going to start this at 3. I've lowered the price on some of the pieces that I've showed before. And remember, I do still have the beautiful tiger's eye bracelet, earrings, and a necklace. And the earrings are $9.25. And I started it at $25. And it is worth it. It's a beautiful set. I paid almost that. So I left myself a very little margin for profit. Okay, we'll pass on that. Oh, let's show that. Now I have a different owl pendant. I did show it yesterday, and I have not seen this one. It is enamel. And, oh, great, Lisa. I'm glad. I'm going to just start this at 3. I think it's cool because it's done in enamel. It's a lot different than some of the other ones I've sold and have seen. But look at that. And Angie, you don't have to feel pressured. You have a million owls. I do know that. It's just like I have a million hummingbirds. So if you really want this, it's fine, but don't feel pressure. And then you bid it $3. Okay, going once. I don't like anyone to feel like, okay, I'm showing it because I know you're going to be tempted. No. It's like I said, I know how many hummingbirds I have. And by the way, my hummingbird had the eggs hatched. She has babies now. I'm so excited. Thank you, Angie. It is yours for 3. I'm going to try once, when they start trying to fly and flap their wings and take a video. I'm being real careful. I don't want to scare the mother right now. So I haven't attempted to take a video because I want them to feel safe by my window. Okay, there we go. So I've been trying to be real careful. I peek and make sure she's there, but yes, I love hummingbirds. Now this is a really old piece and it has damage and tarnish. I'm just going to start it at $1 for the reason that maybe somebody who collects really old pieces, and you can see the pin comes out. This is old and it's not in good condition. But I'm going to start it at $1 because, like I said, collectors, people who collect a certain thing, they don't, they expect, that something this old is not going to be fantastic. Comes in for $1, but it's cute and it has a little heart and an arrow that goes through the heart. And Lisa came back at 2. That is different. This is really old. When that pin sticks out further, you know it's an old piece. We'll wait and see if Tim is out. Are you out, Tim? Okay, thank you. Going once to Lisa for 2. Going twice. There, 1. Whoops. I don't know why I never get the F in there. Me and my nails. Sold. Can't do Lisa for 2. Can you imagine with on the phone typing with my nails? And then you got to make sure if you speak into your phone when you're sending a message, always check it. Sometimes spell check really can send a goofy message. Okay, there we go. Now, I'm going to show maybe 3 more, and then I'm going to do a giveaway. Here is another stretch bracelet. Gonna just start it at 3. Has a good amount of stretch. And these little balls at the end, they're not discolored. They just use this darker metal. It's almost like a copper color. But there are no missing stones. In great condition. If there's any interest. Hi, Joanne. Welcome. Thank you for coming in. I know Selena's not here today because she and Sam were thrifting, garage sailing, yard sailing, whatever. Because I did talk to her. Now, I know this type of statement piece does not sell well, and I understand that, but this is in mint condition. And because I see so many craft ideas or jewelry making ideas, I'm going to lower this. I'm going to start it at 2 because I don't want to show it anymore. But it's beautiful. All you have to do is remove one of these, put a chain on it, make a pendant out of it. You can make earrings. You can make a bracelet. You can do jewelry art. Oh, yeah, the hummingbirds. I think I was on the phone talking to Pam when I realized the hummingbird was back, and I was so excited. Uh, they just, I don't know, it just warms my heart. I just love them. Anyway, there's so many possibilities with this. Because this style, I'll tell you, I'll be honest, this style of statement pieces are the hardest to sell. But some of them don't have the possibilities. I think this one does. And if it doesn't sell, I may just have to show you guys what I can do with this piece. There's just so much, a lot to work with. Yeah, Angie has hummingbird feeders. I've seen a video when, oh my gosh, there was just a flock of hummingbirds around there. It was so much fun to watch. I don't know, there's just God's little creation. When you think uh, the way their little wings flap, and I can't remember the speed now, it's just so fast. And I don't know, they just bring me a lot of happiness. In fact, uh, not too long ago, they had the guy here to spray, and I went out there and I said, please don't spray near my tree. I didn't probably have the right to say that, but I was very nice about it, and he was very nice. He says, I keep the spray really low, and he said, I won't get near that tree. It's just a small little tree by my bedroom window. And I said, there's a hummingbird in there on the nest. And he was very nice. And I thanked him. Okay, let's see. I'm just about done. He was very, very nice. Okay. I have a couple of neat bracelets. Let's just while I'm getting the bracelet, I will grab my giveaways too. Okay. Oh, I almost forgot this. There is this cute little ring. It looks like turquoise. It really does. I tested it. I would say that, and I think this is, I'm not going to say it. It could be silver plated. It's a size 5, but look at that ring. It is so cute that I'm going to sell it as the fashion ring. But that looks like turquoise to me. For size 5, I'm just going to start this at $6. This would be really cute for either a pinky finger or a teenager or someone who just likes small rings. But it is really nice. The metal on it is nice. But I don't think I'm not going to say it's genuine sterling. But that sure looks like turquoise. I think it's cute. I wish it was actually bigger. That is pretty. Almost forgot about this one. The metal looks really nice. So if you know anyone, or do you like to wear a ring on your pinky finger? I don't usually. I would rather wear a ring on my pointer finger. Would I take 4? Yes, I will take 4. It's yours, Kim. Thank you. And let's put your name in again. I already accepted the 4. Lisa, I'm sorry. I didn't think anyone was interested. Let's put Kim's name in. Usually that size of ring nobody wants. I very seldom ever can sell a ring. I know, it's yours. Lisa's a very nice lady. She understands. This is a beautiful cuff. Yes. We love Kim. We love you too, Lisa. This is beautiful. I'm just going to start it at 3. I don't like keep showing this type of stuff, although I have not shown this one, I'll have to admit. But it is beautiful. There's not a mark on this bracelet. Gorgeous. Kim's in at 3. Going once. Going twice. Fair warning. And sold to Kim for $3. Thank you so much, Kim. Get it back. Yeah. And I'll put Kim's name in there. I have to carry out some paper. I'm running out of paper. Huh. I go through a lot of paper. Okay. I have one more of these. Looks like a leaf. I'm going to also start this one at $3. I think this is beautiful. Love how they did this. Hi, Selena. Are you done finding wonderful goodies? Selena found some really good stuff today. Excuse me. And, and it was good. I know Sam said Selena's got pain and she wants to go yard sailing, but when you have kidney stones, moving around is the best thing you can do it. It helps you pass that kidney stone to walk. She went with her hubby, Sam. This is a beautiful piece. If there's any interest, if not, we'll pass. Now, I think let's do the giveaway and call it a day. Oh, I'll show one more thing. Take it back. Yes, Sam is a great guy. Selena is, well, they're both blessed. They have each other. This is, Sam is a talker. This is Steve Madden. And it is dice. Look at that. Isn't that cool? I think it's cool. And there's an M for Madden and then an S for Steve. And I'm just going to start this at 3. And then after that, we're going to do the giveaway. Yeah, kidney stones are awful. I think, and especially guys, oh man, it's even harder on them to pass them. Oh, yeah. If you look them up, they're listed as like labor pains. Some ugly goodness. They're not ugly, Selena. I did not read anymore, but not really why I go. Yeah, it's just fun to go. I miss when I lived in Oregon. They had fantastic yard and garage sales. Oh, I used to find sometimes new outfits, and jewelry and oh, where I live in California, you don't see it, and they're expensive. I'm getting stuff for that. Mm. Oh, how nice. Okay, we're going to pass on this one. And let's do the drawings. Make room here. The first two are jewelry. The third is $5 off your sale or purchase. Stuff. Yeah. Okay, first gift is this bracelet. It has a toggle clasp. I think it's kind of cool. Okay. Stephanie, that one is yours. Let me get the bag here. Congratulations. The second one, this is a beautiful glass faceted bead necklace. This is really pretty. You can double or triple that one. And thank you everyone for sticking with me and being here today and supporting my channel. I hope you've had a good time. And don't forget Monday on my channel at 2 p.m. Pacific time, me and Pam Treasures, and it is a variety sale. Angie, the necklace is yours. Congratulations. Now, the next is the $5 off your purchase. And you know how I do that? Say if you buy something for $6, I deduct $5 for the dollar that you still owe. If the item is $5, then I just deduct it and put a zero. So that's how I do that. Okay, let's see who the lucky winner is going to be. Make sure I just grab one. Kim, you got $5 off your sale or purchase, excuse me. Thank you, thank you. Put this aside. Thank you everyone for being here and supporting me. I mean, I really appreciate it. And I have a ball on all my sales. Good night, Pamela. Thank you for supporting my channel. And where is Wai, by the way? She was here earlier. Wai, did you go to sleep on me? Did I bore you? I hope Wai, I have to send her a message. I hope she's not feeling bad or sick or something. So, because normally she says more. Anyway, God bless everyone. Thank you for, like I said, I could say it a million times for being here. And I know there's a lot of other auctions going on, but you guys are so loyal. I really appreciate that. Anyway, I have a lot of jewelry to go through, and I do have another order coming in. And also, like I said, I'm getting ready for the June 13th sale. And I will do another kind of announcement video and show 3 of my junk journals. And maybe I'll get at least one kit made or 2 and kind of show you what we're going to do. And I know Pam's busy working on hers. And Pam, if you're listening, I'm not pressuring you. Remember that. I like to tease you though. Anyway, I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you, everyone. God bless you. I love you guys. Bye.